Everyone, fellow teachers, administrators, Board of Education, families, and the graduates. Bear with me because this is very different than speaking to a room full of second graders. And when Mr. Lorenzi told me I had to give a speech, I thought he was joking, so thank you. But I am honored to be here tonight as this year's Teacher of the Year. The first class that I taught at RMS is now only going into the 5th grade. So I've not had the privilege of working with this class personally or getting to know them, but I am certain that all of you worked so hard and waited so long for this moment. It probably won't hit you until September that you're not coming back to RMS. As you enter high school and begin a new chapter of your life, the next 4 years may seem terrifying. You may be going into high school with absolutely no idea what you want to do after that graduation, and that's totally okay. For me, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher. I used to play school and make my younger cousin and my sister and sometimes my mom be my students. I had the whole setup, little chairs and desks that were probably picked up from my grandma at a yard sale. I had a chalkboard and I used a collection of stamps, stickers, and colored pens to grade their work. It was the real deal down there. When I got to college and the reality of what I had to do to become a teacher set in, I was really scared that I wasn't going to be able to do it. During my last semester of college, I was a full-time student and I was working at a retail store during the holiday season. I was also student teaching full-time, 45 minutes away from home, 5 days a week. It seemed impossible to have time to sleep, let alone manage and stay on top of all of my assignments. I was never that type of student to not turn something in on time or skip class, so I knew I had to make it work. There was also the Praxis exam, which is basically an aspiring teacher's version of the NJSLA. I knew that I was going into that test and feeling excited to be one step closer to my dream job until I saw the results and realized I failed the math portion, and more than once. I was devastated, frustrated, but I knew there was nothing more I wanted than to become a teacher. So I kept studying. It felt like forever, the amount of time that I spent in Barnes & Noble, and I bought more workbooks than you could possibly imagine, including Praxis for Dummies. Finally, 4 attempts later, I passed. I tell you this to encourage you to never give up, even when things get tough, and trust me, they will. Your teachers here at RMS are here for you beyond graduation, and your years here have hopefully prepared you for whatever the next steps are in your journey. To this day, I am still in touch with my 2nd grade teacher, Ms. Sahutsky. When I was in her class many years ago, I gifted her a chalkboard eraser. When she retired, she gave that same eraser back to me and told me that it was my turn to use it. I hope that you each have a Ms. Sahutsky in your lives. A teacher that has shaped you, inspired you, and believed in you, maybe when you didn't even believe in yourself. Think of the chalkboard eraser as the knowledge and the power to do anything that you put your mind to. I encourage you to go through life fearlessly. Do not be afraid to chase your dreams. The bigger they are, the better. Do not be afraid to do what makes you happy, no matter what anyone else says or thinks. In the words of Walt Disney, all of your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. To the class of 2025, our future doctors, nurses, lawyers, athletes, business owners, social media influencers, maybe some teachers, and so many other things, congratulations. Thank you.